And by the way, Valentina is not really done deal set on the
XP.
on the mid actually.
Yeah.
It's still gonna be flexed. Is it a Zetian? Maybe no.
Ooh.
Farsa to get away from the engage first.
Yeah.
But also a threat towards the Eve without necessarily having to go up close and personal.
Man, Valen again an XP with one good ult technically so far. RWF. That's it, right?
Yeah. Unless you want a shortcut.
Yeah. Man, Kin really likes this Valentina XP.
Now for kill, there's not much like safe marksman anymore.
I think
no?
just Moskov, right?
That would be. That in
Granger,
itself is not
carry.
really that good either.
Carry, Moskov, Granger, yeah.
Those are like easily punishable by these heroes, but I guess you can't really, you know, choose. You gotta play like the best available, and against a Baksha and also Badang, you have a chance to shred.
But against a Farsa, there's a chance you won't even get close enough to do that damage. So TLID has to coordinate properly here. If they want to do something with the carry, they have to make sure that the Masha is on the same page and maybe zone away that Farsa. There are angles of success here for TLID, but again, it's gonna take a lot.
The chip combo, we've seen it from Beloski, I believe, against Onyx.
What?
I'm looking at the lineup rating. This is the biggest so far. Counter index and lineup rating heavily favoring TLID, but is it gonna be the same in the Land of Dawn? It's not always the same. TLID versus TO United, the battle of two undefeated teams in MPL Indonesia. I cannot believe I just said that.
Yep,
but we're up.
Wow.
1-0 has to go, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Dawn for the final match of the day number 2.
Welcome to
Oh, wow.
MPL referee 2 has paused the match.
Oh, he's called out by name.
Please be patient with
you,
us,
referee
folks.
2.
We're gonna work this one out. Hopefully, very quickly for y'all.
Oh,
What are you owing, Brash?
I thought we were gonna
Storm?
start.
What are you owing about Storm?
They're gonna start immediately. I can't wait for the action, bro. It's gonna be a high impact game for sure, because both junglers I feel like wanna be active, right? Because if the Fredrin just tries to farm against the Baksha, you know, Baksha's gonna win the farming game. I feel like there's gonna be some moves there to try and throw the balance.
The ganks.
By the way, guys, like playing as Leone here is not really that easy either. You're up against a Badang, that's a pure counter towards the chip, and the early game damage of Baksha plus the Farsa, that is a big killing pressure.
Yep.
Especially chip is not really a tank per se, it's more like a support utility.
Yeah.
So you gotta be careful to just open the map in the early game, unless you want to get first blooded.
Yeah, Dritchel's looking at the watch there, trying to see how hard his heart is beating.
That's interesting. You think some players are losing focus because they're curious and like, hey, I'm in the game right now, but like, what's my heart rate looking like?
Yeah,
Just give it a glance.
They can like maybe when they recall, they're like, oh, they can look over, glance over at their Infinix watch.
Honestly, if I'm the you know the organizer of a team, like I would have those kind of watch intact for all the players if they're scrimming, just to simulate.
Sure, that could work. Hey, it looks like we are gonna get the game back to work.
Thank you for the quick pause. We're back again. Nothing crazy has happened so far because it's only 40 seconds.
Yeah.
Leone on cue, what I said earlier.
Really good shield unity. Together with the stun, that should guarantee the lethal. Unless Dritchel can steal it. No, Kane red trees and picks it up. Kane up top against Aran.
Ooh. Killing spree on him as well. Common Emblem. And Drunken Hunter still for the mid laners. That seems to be the case here because they don't really get as much gold as they used to.
Oh, gotta watch out, Moisa.
Oh my god, very risky!
No.
He gets the shield in time, my lord.
So close there. Too close for comfort. Pulling us together for Drickle as well. So he's taking a page out of Hijime's book, trying to be aggressive here. I think before level 4 though, I think Dewa United's composition is so much more dangerous.
Okay.
Talent prediction by GoPay. Looks like Ranger Mas and Al are the only ones that voted for TLID. And we're all in agreement that Dewa United will win. And based on the composition and so far on what's happening around the map, I'm sticking to my guns, man.
Dewa?
Yeah.
Yeah, I really like Dewa United so far. They played amazing MLBB. Leone, crash course coming down. Great damage for Dritchel. Octa!
Almost jinxed.
Yeah, wings by wings gets him out of there. But level 4 for Dritchel means that they'll go and start the turtle first.
That's also level 4 for Octa here, so he can participate from a distance. Keep your eyes open for Aran though, because with the extra HP bars, my good something.
Oh, shortcut plays down now. Retribution is Octa who wins it out for the team. Who has a caught in the real revelation now will fall. Aran's the one picking it up, maybe. Just with the blazing duet and the BMI to get back into his own lane.
He's gone, kill with
but
also a threat towards the Eve.
Looks like TLID
without necessarily having to go up close and personal.
Man, Valen again an XP with one good ult technically so far. RWF, that's it, right?
Yeah, Aran needs to watch out here.
Unless you wanna
Short your last health bar. Look at who's rotating. Octa, wings by wings. Kin really likes this Valentina XP.
long distance artillery
Now for
available.
kill, there's not much
backing up.
like
There is
safe
the
marksman anymore.
I think
No?
just Moskov, right?
Come back to lane.
That would
faster,
be
so there's no need to stick around for too long. On the flip side though, for Dewa it's just business as usual. Clear, go for a gank, and if they find Leone, they're gonna beat him up because making sure that the chip is always pressured and the macro of this game.
Yeah. Good matchup, by the way. Carry against the Claude for kill.
And Moisa so far he's doing a really good job just mirroring Leone, making sure that he knows where the chip is. If there is any kind of scenario where the chip gonna engage, he's always ready with that cancel. But in-game equipment by Dunia Games so far, nothing too crazy. Uran actually rushing towards Sea Halberd, I believe.
Most likely a glowing one for Drickle as well. And against, well, not a lot of healing, but a lot of shielding there probably for Mueza. Probably a good item.
And Beef Octa is actually... Oh!
Maybe just walks up. But they're airstrike on Kyo, forcing the flicker. Man, Octa's been precise.
And by the way, the amount of damage is a bit surprising because he's already secured two, two items for that magic damage. I don't know what's the name of, but he's not going for the glowing one. I believe he's going for Blood Wings, and there you go.
It's going to be initiated on. Energy Eruption is the steal. Kin will get caught. Oh! He gets out in time.
way.
Wow! Hey,
This kid is special.
it really is, man. He did use his flicker and he won't be able to participate in the fight, but that is a big win for him to survive in that skirmish. Leone now with the crash course over on Mueza. Octa with the airstrike, locking him down. Kane's looking for the entrance. Octa the Poisson, and he'll try to go for the red tree, but Kevin the Joke wins out the red tree. Aran losing all of his health bars. Kin is back in the fight. RWM coming down as well. Now over on Kin. Shortcut coming down with the big bonk as well. Octa with the flicker out as Leone survives with a sliver of health.
Okay, let's stop complimenting players from now on because Kin, that was a sketchy move, I gotta say, that in the middle of team fight RWM when the chip was there. Interesting.
Yeah. They were banking on TLID, trying to disengage and not really willing to turn back around. So Kin tries really hard to get into range, use the ultimate to keep them in, but then TLID turned it around on them. This is why the calculation of damage needs to be precise here.
Oh my god.
What? Just walked into a Masha. Kevin with a big bonk again.
What was that? It's
joke.
like literally walking to his own funeral and burying himself.
That was the RQ Octa.
Oof. Well, he's going with the Oracle, by the way, as his first item, so he's trying to elevate the sustain of that hero in the EXP lane. Needs to be careful though, with the best of sustains, Valentina just is not a tank, so you can't really play it the same way. You need to kind of make use of your regeneration, your cooldowns, and of course the Terrify.
But unfortunately though, Valentina in the later part of the game, Dewa United has to figure out who is gonna be the one that's soloing the lane because Aran is gonna be there, and the wave clear from Kin is quite abysmal. Maybe they have to move as a unit when things get that far.
Especially with the chip being in the hands of TLID, they can kind of play the macro game and have Aran come in, force a split push, force a 1v1, or have him jump in towards the backline and delete someone. Either way, options are available, and they are the ones who have to try and impose their will onto TLID.
1 1.6k gold lead so far. No retaliation or no reply at all. 4-man gang in the bottom. Kyo is in trouble.
Shortcut
What?
down to Crash Course as well. That's the time with the jump over on Octa. He's gonna pop the airstrike to fall. Oh my, the Blazing Twist doing a lot of damage, but Mueza's gonna fall. Maybe gets away, but the Praise's Wrath does a lot of damage. Kyo looking to go for the dive, won't be able to do so. Meanwhile, Kid, he's only now just entering the fight, and he could be big.
Wow, that was some good MLBB, man. Kid now just stopping Twitchell on its tracks, but no damage at all. The response from Leone with the Crash Course, and also the immediate response back from Mueza with the stun was amazing.
It's a 2 for 2, but for TLID, I believe they lost the Roamer and the EXP. For Dewa, that was Octa taken out, which is part of their early game powerhouse pick.
There's a big shutdown there. Aran taken down earlier. It was 3-0.
Now Kevin should kind of have the advantage here.
All in by Mueza. A pick up by Octa now, but he gets caught in the shortcut. Now Aran walks up and maybe pops in Blazing Duet in time as Kevin wins it out 2v1 in the Rectory battle. Now walks up back over on Kane, forcing the Poissons to come out. Great shield unity out of the taunt.
Yeah, the economy-wise, TLID is winning, but gotta applaud the beautiful diversion there from Dewa United because TLID, they were expecting them to be in the tunnel pit, but no, they are going for the kill.
And with the Badang, it's just great because you provide crowd control, but also a decent amount of damage with the Fist Crack, and that was enough to just secure the kill on Drickle. But again, the bigger problem is still the macro question. That's a Sky Piercer on Drickle, by the way. That might be why they were so intent on shutting him down. He is going for a greedy build.
Dang.
I don't know if that's greed or is it just being smart because they kind of like the finishing blow. No, never mind. Aran is there, but he's not really like
His Kyo as well.
he's pretty much acting like a Jushin at this point.
Yeah. He's playing for technically like utility execute, right? Like Oh, Aran wants to go for the jump now, loses all
know
of
about
his health
that.
for a short cut now. He got Fist cracked to the wall. A shield unity as well, not letting them go for the shortcut back. It's a turret up top with 2 kills.
There is a reason why Aran is debuting Amasha here. Because so far he hasn't played it because that might be the result. Like, what was that?
Man, it's also the setup for Mueza, man. This guy's been clean so far.
Yeah.
Not a single failed not a single failed catch execution. And now they're going for Kevin. The Jote.
Kane with the shield unity into the Fist crack, into the stun of Octa.
Verify.
Can he survive this? No, he cannot. Kevin melted down. Leone pops on a shortcut, but against everybody like this, I'm not too sure. They get rid of one, but it's just Mueza now. Maybe doing a lot of damage. Pops into the nature as well as Kyo. Is caught in the bad spot. Kane walks up and gets shredded down by Aran. Kane walks back up, maybe with a Blazing Duet. Over on Leone. Not enough damage to take him down. The retreat from Kane burns him down to the ground.
And it ended up being Dewa United win despite TLID actually pulling the trigger with the shortcut. I don't know what Leone was thinking there, but I guess the gap or like it was so close. The margins is there.
Great third item with a nature from Maybe. Just gotta say that.
And turn things around definitely. Lord now.
Hold on.
Retry, no
Wow.
retry for Kane. He used it for the kill secure earlier.
Smart.
Good moves here from TLID. They were the ones who were initially surprised and they turned it back around. Aran, no, whoa!
Yeah, taking a bit too much damage. Feathered airstrike doing so much. Great Appraiser's Wrath there to clear it out the mid lane.
Man. Now it's back to the slower game, but even now, Dewa still has enough pressure to clear out this Lord. In fact, the tower falls down on the bottom side as Mueza gets dropped on.
Nothing crazy.
Really hurt.
Yeah. That's the hurt for Kyo here. Taking with the item dash is actually on his Infinity, yeah. And he's going on his way towards the Wind of Nature, so maybe we'll be a bit more, careful about his approach.
Great
the dives.
Good diligence by Dewa to clear out the waves. Oh. Octa now has a huge amount of damage, by the way. Even if you're Kevin or Leone, with the Wishing Lantern, that's multiple bolts of max HP damage flying at you after a better airstrike. That's an additional bit of damage that TLID has to kind of consider.
And I like the fact that he's going for the Wishing Lantern because so far Kyo has not built a single magic defensive item, so he's going for a full-on pure raw magic damage to pretty much burst kill down. So far, he hasn't been successful with Octa. No
Oh! No Flicker still stands in the front. Leone pops in a shortcut. Now maybe he's going to be caught. Pops in a blaze at the time as Moeza goes for the fist crack and is able to find kill. Now it's Kid caught in the Praises Scratch. Yo! Flickers forward. Ritual picks up the Sky Piercer stack. And now they're looking for the end. Maybe. Almost caught in the taunt. Almost caught in the knockup. Around with the flicker in forward. With the nature used up by Maybe. He's cutting away brilliantly. But look at the base. TLID in one fell swoop. End the game in 11 minutes.
Less than 12 minutes. How the heck did this happen?
Wow.
I am sorry, I was not familiar with your game. What?
That was incredible.
The fact that it ended in less than 12 minutes and they were not it. They were fighting back, man.
Yeah, that was incredible.
And now, you expect them to just go back and, you know what, let's just regroup, be a bit more calm and collected. But no, we're just gonna go for the Lord because we have a carry.
If TLID pull off another run with a lineup like this.
Too soon, bud.
Wow.
Oh, man.
This is the style as well. Just all aggression, good amounts of burst damage and mobility, and they essentially outplay with 3 members at the same time, sort of.
They were playing it so well, but TL just outclassed them.
This is a weird win in a way.
Is it though?
I don't know, man, because usually when you see games like this and ended less than 12 minutes, okay, you expect a stomp. But they were United was fighting back. It was not a stomp at all.
Well, to be fair, Dewa United were getting moments there, but they weren't getting like wipes. You know, they weren't like...
I'm just like fixated on the idea because it's 12 minutes. Because in the earlier match, it's 18 minutes and we know it's a stomp. It's 16 minutes, we know it's a stomp. But no, this is not a stomp at all. But oh god, this is just so good.
Yeah.
Like the fact that you're not even thinking to recover. You're just taking everything from Dewa United when they were sleeping.
And Octa as well, though. I mean, a couple of times here, way too aggressive, right? He already used the flicker, burnt it out on the first turret there, tried to defend it, and then he still stays in the middle of those turrets.
Especially against a chip, that was too expensive.
And bringing the momentum from last week, Rookie of the Week of week number 1, Leone. MVP with the chip, 049, doesn't matter because he's a roamer and also a chip. With the first item of that bleeding time, it gives him a lot of room to make those plays, Sarachi.
And once they get the ball rolling, it's all about tempo. Initially, like you said, Chevin, it was kind of close. It was a bit of a back and forth. Because of the composition of Dewa, they're able to get some moments there. They're able to rotate maybe around as well with the Blazing Duet, swinging fights in their favor. But notice, all the way from the beginning, whenever there was a proper fight, a big fight, without any kind of pick-off beforehand, Dewa just don't get the same kind of advantage. Even on their turret right here, the fact that this was initially initiated by Dewa and TL were able to kind of quote-unquote recover it already shows that they were onto something. And they were holding on to a gold lead for the majority of the game. So when the early game just didn't pay off for Dewa, TLID just took the game and ran with it.
Would you agree that none of the TLID members in that game was brilliant individually?
Yeah. They just played as a team. This is a very different TLID to the TLID that, again, stormed Season 14.
Yeah, Season 14 it was like pure star power, right? Vivian, the individual plays, the mechanics, but now it's like, it's a different kind of TLID.
Team play. Wow, man.
It was around
too.
Man, Leone was insane this game, man. How have they done it twice? I'm baffled, man. No way have they done it twice, right? Like, that was a miracle run, and we called it a miracle run because it was so miraculous. Getting 3 rookies and, you know, just beating everybody. They're doing it again.
They're at least on track to doing so yet again.
Wow. And
shout
it's
out to-
after Onyx went on a 3-peat.
Yeah.
What?
Shout out to Arando, because initially we were pretty clear that we thought it wasn't his style, it wasn't working out. But towards the end there, once the ball got rolling, he has the highest kills on the team, and he was a huge part in how they're able to nuke down Octa and maybe. That was what we expected already, but seeing it play out so cleanly for TLID was definitely something.
Dang, dude. I'm just impressed. I'm just so impressed right now. Like, still. Because this was the real test for me, for TL, you know? The first 2 matches, I was like, alright. The one against Na'Vi, really felt like Na'Vi couldn't close out games. The one against Evos was a mix.
Yeah.
And here, wow, this was just brilliant. Like Shepard mentioned, the call to go Lord. These plays are just amazing from TL.
Yeah.
Doesn't feel like an MPL brought.
Again, I don't think they did well in MPL. Like the players that you're seeing here, Kyo, I don't think he did that well. Dritchel, they didn't win. That's for sure. BTR won.
As I expected, like the damage is actually Dewa United is topping up
Yeah.
the stat.
Is it time to finally stop the Valentina first pick, though?
Is it time to prioritize the chip more?
No, I don't think so.
Is it not?
I think the Valentina is definitely an issue because, look, this team is great, but they've also always a big signature move of Dewa is to have Kin on a carry or on a big setter. This guy likes to make plays, and when you're on the Valentina and you're not given a lot of big ultimates, not even a single one, he definitely seems a lot more lackluster. It might not be a thing that's good to go for, particularly for Dewa.
At this point, I'm like, I don't care about the stats and the builds and all of that. I just want to see the second game, man. I just want to see, like, if this is all a fluke. Like, is the miracle actually gonna happen again? Or, like, at least, you know, maybe you're not beating Onyx.
Yeah, I don't
But,
know.
like, I don't think so, dude. No one is beating Onyx.
I don't think
In
so.
ID, nah.
Hey,
Hell no.
Do we expect Alter Ego to beat them in M7?
don't speak too soon, Shepin.
Dude, they got Calibra.
Hey, dude, they got like all-star lineups every season, you know?
Technically, yeah. For Onyx,
It was the dream team last season with Skylar. Oh, called the dream team.
Isn't it crazy? Like, back then it was Savero, CW, it was the dream team. Savero still a dream team. They got Skylar. Now, this is the real dream team.
Yeah.
Then
Now
they
they
got,
got-
what
this is the
heck,
dream
dude?
team.
Next season, they just need to get like Sanford, dude, in XP.
And
Dude.
somehow they're not winning MC. I'm not gonna.
That might actually be true, though. I don't know.
Dude, at this point, like, I gave up.
You give up on what?
What do you mean you gave up?
I just want to be as pessimistic as possible in every M series.
Yeah, you know what? That's been working out.
Yeah, I've been doing the same thing,
Being
man.
pessimistic.
At least we got Bayu, though.
We do got Bayu.
A unique provider that's actually real, you know? Not like Indonesians
The other fake
series trophy, aside from the M1.
Yeah, not the Chuman Evos one.
Yeah.
And you can really feel Bayu when you're gaming. Strong telecom cell signal, no lag, no drama, full 24-hour internet data.
What is that?
Push rank anytime number.
Come on,
that
please
stays
explain.
active forever, by the way. This is a number that stays active forever. I've had to change my number a couple of times because it
You got doxed?
expired. No,
Okay.
no, it got expired.
Do you want me to dox you?
If
What?
well,
Expired.
it expired, so you can't dox it.
Because Mirko's
The new
overseas a lot, you know?
The new one.
The new one,
Yeah.
it'll probably be expired soon. So
Oh.
maybe if you want, then I can get Bayu. I have an excuse.
You
Thank
might
you.
expire too, Shepard.
Thank you, Mas Bayu.
Aspire to inspire before we expire. Why are you clapping, bro? You're just feeling the vibes, following the vibes.
Just feeling the
I
vibe.
just like the clap.
Okay, Shepard. Mobile Legends
please.
Adventure. I love Mobile Legends Adventure, man. It's a relaxing idle RPG.